Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me a little bit today. I am crocheting on my mermaid's hair, and so I am actually following the pattern in Stringy Ding Ding's book, All the Fish in the Sea. Let me see if that's the right name. Let me get this done right here. Anyway, I'm actually following the pattern for the hair on it today. A lot of times I will go rogue, and so I'll just do my own little thing for whatever reason. I don't know. I have a hard time following patterns and not doing my own little twist on them sometimes, but I'm actually trying to stick to it and follow the pattern. But anyway, I'm excited about this little mermaid. I think she is going to be really cute, and somebody that's favorite color is blue is going to come along and fall in love with her and have to have her. I just know. Because, you know, not everyone loves pink and purple. Some people actually do love blue. And so, I don't know how many times I've done that. I should be kind of keeping up with it some way. But let me see. I think I need to do that 2 more times. Anyway, I am excited to see her hair turn out, and I'm using the Premier Basic yarn. It's 4-weight yarn. This is 359 yards in here, and did y'all know this is on sale the rest of this month? It is. And I'm using the color aqua for the hair. And then for the tail, if you didn't see that video, I used the Sweet Roll Fruits from Premier. And that is on sale the rest of this month also. And you know, there are some beautiful colors in that Sweet Roll. And there's always some colors in the basic that you can pair up with them. This is a contrast. I mean, it's the same as a blue. These are blues, but it's a little different just to tie it all in. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Let me see. And so I'm naming this mermaid Blueberry Mermaid. And I think she is going to be beautiful. If you missed part 1, which I didn't title it part 1, I'll go back and do that after I get the others done. I don't know how far I'll get on her in today's video, but I will be finishing her up. And I see right now I'm going to have a way to count how many times I do this little part, because I only do it a certain amount of times, and then I switch to something else coming up the hair. And I better just check. I better come up with a way to keep up with that right now. So I'm gonna get me out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's perfect. And as I do it on the next one, I'm just gonna knock it off on the next one. But this one I'm gonna have to recount because I can't remember. Okay, I need to do it one more time. Anyway, so what are you guys up to today? What are you all working on, and what's keeping you busy and entertained today? I have been watching, I'm watching season 6 of Handmaid's Tale. I saw that was on, and I thought I would just jump over there and watch a little bit of that. And actually, I'm on the 4th episode. So, yeah, it got interesting. I had watched those each time a new season had come out. And it's been such a long time. I didn't know if I was going to remember, and I probably have forgotten a lot of stuff, but I seemed to just jump right back in and follow along, so it's good, even if it's been a long time since you watched it. I am going to do another mermaid right after I finish this one, but it's going to be a little different. But I'm glad I jumped on this one now to get it, you know, going. Alright, and then from there up, I'm just doing some single crochets. So, anyway, I gotta do this all the way around the rest of the head. I've done the bangs, and I'll show you that in just a second when I get done going up this row. This whole chain. Oh, it looks like a little flower at the end, doesn't it? If it was red, it would look like a rose. And I definitely didn't want mine to have red hair because I didn't want it to look like Ariel. Even though I'm fond of Ariel, that movie, The Little Mermaid with Ariel, that does have a special place in my heart. But I just didn't want her to look like Ariel. I wanted her to have her own personality and everything. So that's why I'm doing her with blue hair. And I'll probably write on her tag, Blueberry Mermaid, just so when anybody picks her up and checks, they'll know that, oh, she's a Blueberry Mermaid. I still gotta do her arms and her, the bra part of her mermaid outfit, whatever, I don't know, and then her two little fins at the bottom, which those are all pretty quick makes. I just knew that this hair was a little time consuming. It can be, really, it can be time consuming. But I figured if I find something to watch and I just get in the rhythm of doing it, I'll have it knocked out before I even realize it. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to show you. When I finish this row, I'm going to show you the bangs, and I'm also going to show you the front of this book in case anyone doesn't know. And this is one of my favorite crochet books for, like, ocean stuff. I just, in general, I really do like String-a-Ding-Ding's patterns. And she had sent me this book and asked me to review it. So on her channel, you will find a video of me reviewing this book. And I'll tell you what, even if she had not asked me to do that, I fell in love with this book. Totally. And so I've used this book so many, many times. As you know, if you've been here, this has been one of my staples in my crochet. So I might have done something a little bit wrong on that. I don't know that I'm supposed to go back into that same single crochet, but I did on all the others, so I'm doing it on these two. Okay, so first off, okay, that's the first long strand of her hair. This is the bangs. And once you put it on the doll, it comes together. Right now it kind of looks odd because there's not much there, right? Let me see how well I can show you that. Okay, so that's her first strand of hair. So just imagine that all the way around the back of her head. And that's what it is. So she'll have some bangs here. And then she'll have all these pretty blue curls that look like flowers at the end of it. And she's going to have a whole bunch of those. Alright, and for the book, let me show you the cover. That little octopus just wants to dive down all the time. I'll show you the front of the book, because I want to make sure I did say the name correctly, because I'm very bad about making up my own name for things. Plenty of Fish in the Sea. And this book, you can find it at stringydingding.com. It's 20 amigurumi ocean crochet patterns. And I have made a ton of these. There's only a few things in here that I have not made. But for the most part, I've made just about everything in here, except with the exception of 2 or 3 things. And that's what I do in all my crochet books. Eventually, I get around to making all the things in it. But I don't just, you know, stick with one book until I get things made, because I'm excited about all my crochet books, and I end up crocheting something out of this book and then something out of another book, and just hopping around and enjoying life. There's no rules. There's no rules that you gotta finish everything in one book before you move to another. And I get too excited about patterns and books and stuff to do that anyway. So I went ahead and chained out my next hair strand and paused you for a minute because I didn't figure you wanted to hear me count. And you didn't come here for your Sesame Street counting lesson for today. So I just paused it and counted that out. And now I'm trying to get my hook to go where I want it to go. All right. I'm going now. So yeah, don't forget to tell me in the description box below, not description box, in the comments below, what are you up to today? What is keeping you busy? And it's getting warm here. I don't know about where you live, but we're almost ready to start complaining about the heat. Won't be much longer. Hey, we could already do that. So it was like 86 yesterday or the day before. Some days it just gets, really hot. And I'm thinking, if it's that hot now, what's it going to be by the time summer is actually here? June, July, and August. Oh, we're going to be dying of heat. But I just know that I will be staying inside. And I will not be going out into the crazy heat, because my health will not allow it, honestly. And I have already been struggling. Oh, I've been on the struggle bus. And this weekend, I was pretty bad off at times. And yesterday was really a rough day too, but I've just been having some really rough days, and so I'm trying to just do what I need to do to keep my head above the yarn. Just trying to keep my head above the yarn, because it's been a struggle. And I forgot to knock these off. Okay. Maybe I'll remember to do that. Anyway, yeah, I've been struggling with my health and just having a really hard time. I do go to the doctor tomorrow, and I have a couple of things to discuss with him, but also to discuss my GI appointment that I had in Shreveport this past week. So yeah, I got lots of things to talk to him about, and plus I need a couple refills on my meds. Some of my refills have run out on certain things, and so he just needs to, send in more refills. Big Daddy went over all my meds to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And the GI doctor had added like 5 more meds. He added 4, And then she sent me a message and added another one. It's like, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, woman, don't you know that adds up? To go on top of all the meds I was already taking. That adds up. Even with insurance. Some medications, I don't know, the copays don't really make much of a difference, or they'll be or medicine doesn't, the copays doesn't cover some types of medicines or whatever. I don't know. There's always an excuse. It is. So me and Big Daddy was going over my prescriptions and his prescriptions and kind of planning them out, because good Lord, you can't get them all at the same time. You can't get them all at the same time, because it just, he takes a lot and he has some expensive meds. And then I have my meds, and yeah. Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance will try to get out of paying for anything they can, and that includes medications and formula for tube feeding and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're real sneaky and slick about it. But our policy does say they don't cover tube feeding formula, unfortunately. So I kind of include that in my prescriptions, because it is a prescription. You know, you get prescribed that formula. And so it's just part of my monthly prescriptions. Anyway. My back is still hurting too. It's got something to do with the crocheting. I have to sit up and do some stretches every now and then, just to try to get the tension out of my back and stretch it a little. Move it around and bend this way and bend that way. Ugh. Well, I am going to continue to crochet on this hair, and I will be back as, you know, I get more hair done. I'm gonna have to find something to watch or see how many more episodes is out on this Handmaid's Tale and get in the rhythm of crocheting and watching that. It's almost time for Big Daddy to come home, I think. We'll see what we have planned, what's going on. But I'll be back to show you more of this in just a little bit. Guys, I'm still crocheting on this hair. I thought I'd be through by now, to be honest, but Big Daddy came home, and so I took a big long break and visited with him, and we talked about everything under the sun, and did a couple more things, and then I got back in here to finish crocheting. I was like, oh, I thought I was closer to being done than that. I feel like I've been crocheting on this hair all day long, and in reality, I haven't. I've had other things to come up and have to do, and had company, and just, you know, different things going on. So I haven't really been crocheting all day long on it, but it feels that way. You ever have projects that it feels like you've just been crocheting forever? But I want to do this right, because I want it to turn out nice. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on it. And I just looked at the clock. I'm going to crochet for another 30 minutes on it, hot and heavy. And then I'm going to end the video because it's getting really late. And I've got other things I need to do. And so I gotta get my stuff together for my doctor's appointment tomorrow. I gotta go make sure I got, get out what I'm gonna wear and stuff like that. Because my appointment is at 9 a.m. So I'll just be waking up and getting ready and going. And I need everything done tonight. Are you like that? Do you do things the night before when you know you got to get up early and get out of the house early? It will help me tremendously. If I wait and do it in the morning, I'll probably talk myself out of going. So I need to make it as easy as possible on myself. Because I already don't feel like going. I just don't have no energy whatsoever to get up to go. And just dragging along, trying to muster up the energy to do things. But if I make sure I got my clothes ready and laid out tonight, and in the morning all I gotta do is put them on, that'll help me a lot. Big Daddy's not feeling too good. He's tired. Really, really tired, so he's back there just watching a little TV and unwinding for a little bit. So I told him I was going to come in here and try to finish up this video while he rests. I'm sure he's going to doze off. Bless his heart. Uh-oh. So yeah, he's watching something. It sounds like I can hear his TV all the way up in here. It sounds like some kind of documentary type thing. I watched, I think it was 4 episodes of Handmaid's Tale. I watched all 4 of those. And now I'm watching some kind of murder documentary. Crime, the case that, what's the name of, oh well, it's done went off my screen because I had it on pause too long because I was back there with Big Daddy. I do believe it's some kind of cold case type thing. Anyway, if you do plan to order any Premier yarn, remember my link is in the description box below. If you don't mind, I appreciate that. Which I know some of your other favorite YouTubers also have Premier links too, so I understand that. Don't worry, no worries. And, I do want them to get support too, so no worries. But if you haven't ordered yet and you want to use my link, it's there. No pressure. But I'm going to order some more before the end of the month. I want to get some more basic colors for sure. Trying to get up a little bit of yarn and a yarn stash that, is easier for me to use and isn't splitting on me so badly. Because this, some of my other yarn is just way too splitty to be enjoying crocheting with it. So you can see here, well, it does slip off it does slip off every now and then, but I think that's more of me. But I need some yarns in my yarn stash that aren't splitty on me. and that would be nice. So I'm going to order a little more of the Premier Basics and some colors, which they have so many beautiful colors, and I'm using those colors up as fast as I get them in. So I'm having to like replace the colors that I got because I know they're colors that I will use. One more. Okay. Now that's just as aggravating too, but I think it's my fault just letting it slip off, trying to do things too fast. I am guilty of that for sure. So much. All right. Now, I don't need to yarn over. I just need to do single crochets. And so I have to just single crochet all the way up this chain here, and then chain another strand of hair. And I'm not sure what number I'm on, but I probably got about 10 more to go. So I'm going to pause y'all and crochet for about 30 minutes or so, and then come back and show you what I've done, my progress, and end out the video. And then I'll have to have one more video, but I can start recording on it and finish, get that done. Hopefully, because I would like to take this up to the market on Thursday. Zeke came down earlier, and he wants to go to the booth he wants to go to the flea market because he wants to walk around and shop. That's his plan. So he wants to do that on Thursday. I told him that if he finished with school, by the time Paige was leaving, then we could go, because he has to get back home for soccer that evening. So if he wants to be able to shop, we have to leave earlier in the day to get there and get back home. So if he gets his schoolwork done, early enough, we could do that. Ooh, alrighty. I may have to rest though before I get too far into this, because I start hurting in my shoulders and all. Alright, and I can't count that out and talk, so I'm gonna go with there. But I mean, her hair is growing. I'm making progress on her hair. It's not really growing. Okay, so it'll go like right there. And so there it is. Looks pretty good. Her little bangs. Might need to come a little forward. See how that looks. But anyway, I'm gonna crochet on that for real fast for just a little bit, and I'll come back and show you the progress on that. I'm still crocheting, and I still have a ways to go. This hair is not hard to do. It's just a little time consuming, because you just have to, chain it out and work back up that chain. And so, and you want to make that curl at the end. So it's just a little time consuming. It's not hard to do. It just takes a little time. Anyway, Sassy, I done told you can't get on my yarn. We've been fighting over the yarn. So I have a little bit more to do that I'm not going to finish tonight. I'm going to call it a night, and Big Daddy is going to fix us dinner. Well, I have the same thing every time, but he's going to fix him some dinner, and I'll heat mine up because he fixes mine in batches already. So we're going to have dinner, and then I'm just going to call it a night. I'm not feeling well, as I think I might have said. I've been struggling a few days, and so I got some things to do tonight, and I think I'm going to go to bed early. Call it an early night for me. What is it, Sassy? She was sitting up in here watching TV with me. And so, but I will be showing this hair finished later. And, I still got to make a few more things for her. So there'll be another video about Blueberry. I thought maybe I could get it done in 2 videos, but it just didn't happen. And that's life. That's life. I tried to make it happen, but it's just not coming together in one video. But anyway, guys, I will be back with more of her later. I might jump to a different video tomorrow because there is something I'm wanting to make that would be easier to make, not so time consuming. And I might just give myself an extra day there to kind of work on her parts and get some things done, because there's just no way I can get them all done in a short video. What do you think, Sassy? But it has come along. I mean, I don't have that, just a small space left. But yeah. In a sore position with my back and shoulders. Alright, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Of course, I still got to work on this video some before it comes up, so my night's not over yet, but it will be soon. I thank you all so very much, though. Okay. I'm just going to show y'all, how it is hanging down. And I'm going to go ahead and crochet in that single crochet in that next one. Alright, so that's what I got going on so far. Whew. So it is curly at the bottom, and we'll see how that works out on her head. But I'm anxious to see Bluebell done. Huh, Sassy? What do you think? Is my cheering me on, Sassy? Alright, guys. Next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening, or whenever you're watching this video. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you all so very much. You all mean so much to me. And keep in mind, it is a beautiful day to crochet. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends.